barricades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, here's Blount. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And Bradford showing a little frustration. He's going to turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Bradford now. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run again with Blount. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bradford. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bradford on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Collins. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Shift together here from the D-line. Bradford now from the 50. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here's Blount. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Toss. This is Blunt. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. LeGarrette Blunt, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the rookie from Clemson, this is Wayne Gallman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Gallman will run it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 3rd down, Brissett goes underneath here to White. 20! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Brissett again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bruce Carter with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it. Loving it.
That's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He gets it to Brown, complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And it's a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Second down, Bradford. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first and 10. Bradford got an open man. It's a noon one. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Bradford. Screen pass to Blount. Blount rumbling with a first down and more. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And, oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a carry for Blount. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. LeGarrette Blount on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and now it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw, Brissett. It's caught. This is Burbridge. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Brissett. And he's got Burbridge. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play fake. We're set. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Blunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Bradford to throw it. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Bradford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. It should be noted the biggest comeback in Patriot history. You guessed it. They were down 25 to the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. They'll need to do even better this go-around. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up
the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Come on, let's go. 190. Ohio. Ohio. Check safety. Check safety. No.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And the play clock's running down. They're going to try and throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go. Alert, alert. 3 down. Check. Here we go. 180. Show it. Alert, alert. Check.
First down, Bradford. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go. 230.
A second down throw for Bradford. And that'll be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Bradford. Found his target, it's Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On on the ground. It's Gallman again. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Cut in left. Cut in left. Here we go.
Now a toss play to Blunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. 3 down. 48. 48. Mike. Turbo.
Running it, Washington. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, Bradford. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. The Jets on third down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Forte. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Brissett to throw on first. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ohio! Flex round! Let's go!
And the back goes into motion.
Ohio!
A second down throw for Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flex Ohio! Let's go! Flex round!
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go! Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it here with Blunt. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd down, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Brissett. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Brissett now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Patriots gearing up to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A first down throw for Brissett. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. The D can only stop it one more time as